into something comfortable, I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night. The only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up.
Going somewhere?
Greetings, Commander. Greetings, soldier. Anything to report? The Gladius Day has told us to keep a sharp eye. He thinks we may have some visitors this evening. Of course, sir. My duty, as always, is to protect the Brotherhood. All seems quiet for now. Good, good. Did he mention, what kind of visitors, sir? The only kind that matters, soldier. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Carry on.
Lord, I pray now that you give me strength in battle, that I might overcome the hordes of Satan and his children, that I might wield the flaming sword of the Archangel and defend myself with your shield of faith, and that my victories are many and my wounds few, that I might further your kingdom here on earth. And if I meet death tonight, then let it be first that I cast a mighty host of demons back into the lake of fire whence they came, and then rest finally in the light of your glory. Amen.
Brother Grünfeld seems particularly uneasy this evening. Yes, LaCroix has begun to move more openly, and Brother Grünfeld grows impatient. Ah yes, LaCroix. As always, Brother Grünfeld focuses only on his old nemesis. Let us hope his fanaticism best serves the interests of our order, and not merely his own unresolved grievances. Shh! Are you mad? Brother Grünfeld will not tolerate such insubordination. Hold your tongue. You know upon whose direct authority he acts? Yes, I know. Far be it from me to question the edict of the Holy See. You would do best to remember your place. Brother Grünfeld is a faithful warrior. He has battled Satan's spawn for longer than you've been alive. Then I pray the Lord grant me the same years to fight in his army. Amen. Who's there? Who's there? Suspect's lost. Who's there? 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 Going to need some backup. Who's there? 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 Suspect lost.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there?
Did you hear something? Perhaps. Shall I go and investigate it?
No, if someone is out there, let him come to us. There's only one way in here.
You're mistaken. There's another way. We must be cautious.
Yes, I suppose. But I don't know the man who can hold his breath for that long.
It is not men we need to worry about.
Ah, yes, I see your point. We shall be cautious indeed.
Are the stories true? About him, I mean.
Brother Grünfeld?
Yes.
What stories have you heard, young brother?
There are many. Some say he saw his own mother eaten alive by a coven of witches, and others that he once killed an elder vampire with his bare hands. There are even whispers that he is the resurrected Saint Leopold, come to lead his armies into the final battle against the elements of darkness.
Not all stories you hear are true. Brother Grünfeld is a good soldier just as you will become if you have faith in God and the discipline to stand in his army.
It is also said that he once killed a man of the Brotherhood because he refused to follow orders.
Some stories you hear are true, young brother.
Who's there? 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 Suspects lost. Who's there? 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 Suspect lost.
I knew Johansen would lure the servants of Satan, but I set this type for the Archfiend himself. Where is the coin? He is under divine protection. If you want him, come take him if you can.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go! I am an archaeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection. Bring me back to my hotel at once. Yeah, okay. Anything, just get me out of these caverns and away from these crazies. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia. The sarcophagus? You went through all that trouble for the sarcophagus? Yeah, I'll tell you. But don't you think it would be better to get out of here before those men come back? I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape. All right. Where should I begin? Let's start with the history of the Ankaran sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians? Well, the Assyrians lived in Mesopotamia, a region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Most of this territory is now modern-day Iraq, Iran, Turkey, and Syria. They were warmongers, conquerors, a people driven to expand by their kings. Even before the Romans, they migrated their conquered people to the territories to stem revolt, but I'm afraid I'm getting off the subject. Well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record. While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Mesarach, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something. I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Mesarach could remain in, pristine or intact condition for so many years, but this is who is believed to be contained within. Men educated guess. Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid. You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamashtu. In Assyrian myth, Lamashtu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation. A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood. Perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires, that's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist. That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring. Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it. That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello. Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamashtu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth. Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing. How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed. No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place. Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
Time of judgment is here.
Good evening to you.
Where to?